Hi guys, I'm the lag doctor Clay Ballard, and today we're going to be going over the chicken wing. Now, we all know how this can cause some inconsistency and a loss of distance, but I'm going to go over today just how simple it can be to fix this move. It's actually incredibly easy to fix once you know the proper moves to take. I'm going to give you one drill called the long arms drill. It has 3 simple steps to get rid of your chicken wing forever. So stay tuned and I'll go over this with you right away. So if you're joining us on YouTube, be sure to stick around to the end of this video. Now, in the YouTube version, I'm going to give you 2/3 of this video absolutely for free. That's going to get you started on the right foot to curing your chicken wing forever. But if you want to see the last piece and tying it all together where you can hit some great shots, you're going to need to sign up for your free Rotary Swing membership. You can go there and sign up for your free membership and watch this full video if you click the link in the description below, down below this video, or in the pop-up that's going to come up at the end of this video. I look forward to working with you guys a lot more very soon. All right, so many of you may be surprised to find out that the same move that causes the chicken wing also causes an over-the-top move if you're struggling with a slice. It can cause a loss of lag or a casting motion from the top and many other problems. So if we can fix this one issue, we can tackle 4 or 5 bad results that you may be getting. So let's all start by describing exactly what's happening. Now, the move that I'm referring to is your right arm and your right wrist getting too active from the top. So let's take a look at this from down the line first. Now, if my right arm is trying to hit very hard from the top, if you feel like you're maxing out your power, as soon as you start down, you're losing a lot of energy, you're losing speed. And what happens is this right arm, this right hand is pushing the club back to the inside as I'm coming through impact. Now, what happens when my right arm pushes is my left arm simply has nowhere to go. If we look at this from face on, as this right arm pushes back to the inside, now look at my left arm, it's breaking down because there's no room for it to swing forward. The right arm's taking it over. So if you're hitting balls from down the line and you watch your swing and you notice that as you're coming through impact, your hands quickly disappear back in behind your body, this is exactly what's happening. Your right arm is too dominant. So let's go ahead and get started with the first step of this drill that's going to allow you to move your left arm correctly. That way that your right arm can be a little bit more passive and you can get a ton more speed. Okay, so the drill we're going to be working on today is called the long arms drill. And it's called this because we're going to be extending our arms through impact so that we can fully release the club and get a lot of speed. Now, for those of you that struggle with a chicken wing, as I mentioned before, your arms are getting very close to your body, very short arms. I call this alligator arms sometimes because you're not extending your arms. We're going to teach you how to get those arms nice and wide in this drill. So the first step, we're just going to use the left arm only. What I've done here is I've set an alignment rod down, will be on my toes, and it's going down toward the target in the distance that I'm going to be hitting balls toward. Now, first we're not going to start out hitting any balls, we're just going to work on the left arm. And I've placed another stick here a few feet in front of the alignment rod on the ground. That's going to allow you to be a checkpoint for you here in a second once I explain what we're going to do. We want that to be directly in line with the stick on the ground. Okay. So let's go ahead and set up here. You're going to put your feet right on this rod. You're going to stand probably about 4 or 5 feet from the stick that's in front of you here. Now, all I want you to do at first is put your right hand behind your back, and I want you to swing just with your left arm and make sure that your left arm fully extends as it's coming through the release and it's staying on the right side of this stick. So as we mentioned before, if you're chicken winging, if you're pushing too much with your right hand, it's going to be driving this club back into the left. So you see, if I did that here, I would either miss this stick or I would swing all the way to the left side of it. So I'm going to scoot up here a little bit more and show you what would happen. I would whack into this stick if my right arm's taking over. So I want you to first do about 50 repetitions, just swinging your left arm, half swings, making sure that your left arm fully extends and stays to the right of that stick. Now, 2 things I want to concentrate on here is number 1, I'm going to stay in my posture. So I don't want to be standing up out of my posture as I'm releasing this club. I want to stay in my posture so that I make sure I'm going to be nice and consistent through impact. And number 2, I want to make sure that my shoulders stay square to impact. So I don't want my shoulders to be spinning open. That's another cause of getting too right arm dominant and swinging to the left. Your shoulders are going to want to open up. So let's go ahead and do about 50 repetitions, just swinging through half swings, making sure that this club stays to the right of the stick, your left arm's fully extended, I'm staying in my posture, and my shoulders are nice and square. So if I look from the other angle, This would be the same positioning of the stick here. As I come through, I want to make sure that my left arm is nice and straight as I'm doing this. So I'm fully extended with my left arm. All right, now that we've learned how to use the left arm correctly, let's start to add the right arm back in. As I mentioned, the right arm is the cause of a lot of these issues, so we want to have a very light grip at first. Feel like the right hand is very, very loose as we start to add it to the club. So as we grab the club with the right hand, I'm barely going to feel like my fingers are touching this club. And for the first part of this drill, we're going to start to make some swings and let go with the right hand. Now as I'm doing these swings, I want to make sure that my right arm is fully extending, just like it's adding power to the shot, just like the throw the ball drill. For those of you who have not seen that video, I'd go watch that video now. It's going to show you how to add speed with your right hand without overtaking the club. And I'm going to be letting go at impact. So if I do this correctly, my right arm is going to extend, it's going to come off the club, and it's going to stay here facing impact as my left arm goes back to the exact same position we just worked on. So after you've done your 50 repetitions with just the left arm, let's go ahead and add the right arm to that. So I'm going to go ahead and here and set up again. No ball, we're still just making repetitions without a ball. Then we're going to add the right arm, fully extend the right arm, make sure that the left arm is still staying nice and straight, and we're staying to the right of this stick. So if I start to push it too far inside, I may barely touch that stick, and that's not what we're looking for. We want to stay to the right of this stick every time. So you can see I tipped it there again. I know I'm just barely off. So I'm going to do about 50 repetitions of that also. Now one thing you may want to do with this stick, put it about waist high, because the club is eventually going to have to pass over this stick in the release. So if the stick is really, really tall, you know, chest high, then it's going to hit the stick every time. If I put this stick about waist high, now as I release with my right arm, I should be able to miss that stick as I'm coming through, and I can actually start to hit balls with this eventually. All right, so the third and final step, we're going to add both arms, and then we can start to hit some golf balls. Now this is very similar to the wide, narrow, wide drill which we have on the site. You might want to go and watch that video also to further reinforce what we're talking about here in this third step. So now I'm going to keep my right arm on the club the entire time, and I want to make sure. All right, so if you're joining us on YouTube, go ahead and click the link over on the right side of your screen over here. That's going to take you to the full drill. You can watch this when you sign up for your free membership. I look forward to seeing you much more on the website. Good luck with your golf game. Good luck getting rid of your chicken wing.
Now it's time to take action. Don't let another year pass and still be frustrated with your golf game. This is your year to beat all of your friends. Go to the description below and click the link to sign up for your free membership. It will never cost you a dime, and you'll receive over 2.5 hours of detailed, eye-opening video lessons. Plus, you will be able to see the remainder of this video, only available if you click the link on this particular video. Be the first of your friends to join our 40,000 plus free members. We look forward to having you on our team.